Hey friends, today I am working on organizing my clear stamp collection, and it's kind of a mess right now. So I have some just loose ones, and then I had this little container here from the Dollar Tree, which all of mine used to fit in, but now they're overflowing, and some of them are in these stamp sleeves from Amazon. Some of them are in the larger ones I have from Amazon, and I really need to go through these and see if there's any that I might want to let go, and also kind of organize them a little better. And I need to find a bigger container for them because they do not fit in this container anymore. So I do have some of the really smaller envelopes left from Amazon. I got these in a pack. I don't think I have many that will fit in here, but I think I do have a few that might fit in these. So I'm going to keep, I think I have these two sizes. So I want to see, I think I have more of these really small ones. So let's see. Do this really quick. Oh, I do have more than I thought of this size. Okay, that's awesome. So I actually do have quite a few. So I'm not sure if I have any that will work with this size, but we have this in case. So let's start by looking at these loose ones that I have. So I do have quite a few close to my heart stamps. One of my crafty friends from one of my Facebook groups was doing a de-stash with a lot of the close to my heart stamps, and she was just asking for shipping, and I grabbed them up, and I don't have all of them. So here's the dilemma. I don't have all of these close to my heart stamps currently with me. Some of them are already packed away in my new craft room, but I had the ones that I knew that I would be currently working with or could use right now with me. So you're going to have to take that in mind. But I think for these close to my heart stamps, I'm going to leave them in this. There's no reason to take them out of this. But I do kind of want to decide how I want to organize these. So like this is all one set. You've got the alphas and you've got these like symbols. So do I cut this apart and put the alphas with the alphas, or the close to my heart do I just keep together? So I think for now, all the close to my heart is literally just going to stay together. I'm not going to separate them or cut these out in any kind of way. They're going to stay together. So like I have this one here that has like the dates, and you've got like a holiday or important. You've got years. Of course, the years don't really work, but in all honesty, you could probably cut this apart and make a 2026. But this is more, I feel like this is more of a planner stamp. So like here is a non-close to my heart. This is from Sweet Stamp Shop, and this is errands, rescheduled, canceled. This is more of a planner, so I think I want to keep all of the planner related stamps together. So that's what I'm going to start doing. I'm going to start doing piles. Not necessarily size yet, so we're going to start with piles. So let's start a planner pile and an alpha pile. And then a lot of these here in this stack right here, I got at my reuse store, Scrappy Elephant. And these all were really cool. They've got a huge stamping section. This one is a little picnic. You've got like a background stamp, some sentiments, the little peg. So then I need to decide, does this go in like farm animals? So yeah, unclear on that. And then we have this one, which I think would go in the summer. Today calls for. All right, whose bubbles are those? There's a Little Mermaid doing a selfie. So this one I think would be summer. We've got a coffee one by Bo Bunny, which is really fun. All right, and here we have, this one is an alpha, but look how big the packaging is. So I definitely want to downsize this packaging into maybe one of those smaller ones. But for now, we're just organizing that, and we're going to put that in our alpha section. All right, we have a little, like, I'm assuming this is like a Day of the Dead stamp. Yeah, really small there, but Day of the Dead stamp. So this is actually going to go into my Halloween stash. So we're going to move that into Halloween. Oh, how cute is the little doggy as a unicorn. Okay, so let's just keep this one separate for now. All right, we have a mixed media stamp from Bow Bunny, which I just got from Hobby Lobby. And we have some bows. We have books, which is going to be a category. So let's make a category for books. Let's make a category for background stamps. Bows, I'm just going to put like maybe in a miscellaneous category. All right, this one we have some sentiments. Love you to the moon and back. The greater the storm, the bigger the rainbow. Life is sweet. So again, not sure how I'm going to do that one. All right, and then I have a sentiment, which I actually am using this Thinking of You stamp right now. So this needs to kind of stay out of this so I remember to use that. So I need like a sentiment section. All right, and in here, this one looks like planner stamps. So we have a Cocoa Daisy. This one is Cocoa Daisy, and this one is Planny Thing. This one is Dollar Tree calendars, and I might remove this out of the package and put this in one of the envelopes. And then, we have a book one. So the book one is going to go with the book. So these are going to be planner related stamps here. All right, we have, this one is bookish related. This one is remember, save the date. I'm going to say this one's more planner related with the box. We have our coffee rings, and I think we're going to go ahead and keep these together. I love that coffee ring stamp. All right, we have this big one that I just got recently at Ollie's. So this is like florals and icons. So we're going to put that aside till we decide what category to use that in. All right, this one is some keys and clocks. This one's called Lifetime. All right, we have some more sentiments. This is like film strip. We're going to put these with our background. And we're going to keep our sentiments together. All right, we have another dog. So we'll do an animal. And this is one that came from Scrappy Elephant. And it's like a sampler. So it has all these different ones on here. So I feel like I'm going to put this with my background for now. All right, we have like a dude one. We kind of have some backgrounds, built tough. I'm going to put this one with the background as well. And we might change things. Okay, this whole one is nothing but Maggie Holmes stamps. So I'm going to leave that alone. This one is... We have horses. Or here's some rainbows. And here's some rainbows. So maybe we'll put these together, these rainbow ones together. And then maybe we'll add this one with the rainbow and the smiles together. And we have horses, and we have this Jen Hatfield one. And I think all of these, or most of these, we have backgrounds. So these are going to go with our background stamps. We have some cute little squirrels and animals. And we have this one with the hot air balloon. All right, next we have this collectible with the girl. We have numbers and happy birthday. Do we want to... I could see using the happy birthday as a sentiment. But then we also have the numbers. Do we put that with the alphas and numbers? Do we separate this? I'm curious, how do you store your stamps? So we're going to put that with the sentiments for now. And then we have this. We're going to put that with our background. All right, last one is just some Dollar Tree. We have summer. We have this one. Valentine's Day, which can go, well, some of these hearts and things we could keep. And this one is another planner. And we have summer. Okay. I got a mess on my desk here. So, let's start with deciding, do I want to take these out of these packages? And let's see, I don't think this will fit in this one. It's going to be too large. Yeah, I'd have to cut it apart. Okay, and so it did not fit in this one either, so it would have to go in one of these large ones, and I only have so many of that. So maybe because of that, we're going to keep it in here. So I think I need to order some more of these envelopes, more so to fit the stamps. So we have summer here, and I do have a whole section of summer stuff. So I think what I'm going to do with these two is they're going to go in my bin of summer crafting supplies. This one, because it has the mailboxes and stuff, you know what? I don't know that I'd use that. So this is going to go with my Valentine's Day. So then we have one to go with summer, one to go with Valentine's, and one to go in my Halloween. So those are going to go in the seasonal. So then let's see. We have our animals here. And this one, I'm unclear what to do with that one. So for the dream catcher, and even though they do have sentiments, we're going to put these together as sort of a miscellaneous. Now, will these fit in one of these big pockets? Okay, so they fit, but they do not snap close. So I would have to remove them. And this package is a little icky anyway. But I want to put on here, it's called Life is Sweet. And it's by Fiskars. So let me grab my label maker. And let's do this. Let's make a label. Fiskars Life. Oops. Oh, go back. Life is Sweet. And this is the Brother P Touch, and I have the clear label with the black writing. And let's go ahead and print just one copy. All right, move that out of the way. And I printed it pretty small here. And we are going to take this. Fight with that plastic to come off my hand, by the way. This just sticks to you. It's crazy. And I'm going to take this, and I'm going to put this down in this little corner here. I got a little bit hanging off the edge, so let me trim that. Now I know the brand and I know the name of the stamp set in case like I ever get asked that or anything like that. I have that information. And so like for this one is an American Crafts stamp. And there is no name to it. There's just American Crafts 16. So let's do one more of these together, and then I will work on the rest of these off camera. So I'm going to put in American Crafts. I don't know the name of the stamp, but we're going to put American Crafts. And this one, I made it print a little larger. So the fun thing about this machine is you have the option of the size that you want to print out. And I think doing these this way, I kind of like the smaller way. I like the look of the smaller one. So I think for the rest of them, I will do that. And then we're going to kind of blend in because this is clear. But I still want to put it down in this corner here. And I think I'm going to try to bring it up a little bit in between so you can maybe see that. I need to get some more of the white back one so you would be able to see it. Now, if you wanted to keep this backing for any reason to see what the stamps are, you could. But this stamp set is pretty explanatory. I can see, this stamp shows me what it is. So does this one. And then we will be able to fit these in here like so. And I'm going to do the same thing with the rest of these. And then I'm going to work on the rest of these stamps and find a container to fit these in. And I'll be back on to show you the finished product. Okay, so this was quite the project of printing all of the little labels out and unpackaging all the stamps. But I think it's going to be a lot easier to grab an envelope and then pull the stamp out that I want. So because I only have a few of these, I'm going to go ahead and order some more on Amazon. And I think this is how I'm going to store my stamps in different categories. And then that way I can put them up like this in a basket and just kind of flip through them. But temporarily, some of them are in this size, some of them are in this size, and some of them are in this size. But I think I want to streamline it and have them all in one size. But what I did is I went through and like here is my Mackie Holmes ones. I left them in the packaging. I left the original packaging on these. They're the only ones that have the original packaging. All the other ones I went through, opened up the packaging, and then I added a label with my label maker with the company. So this is Sweet Stamp Shop. Now this one in particular did not have what the stamp was called on the packaging, but then I realized it had it right here, To Plan with Words. So I didn't worry about putting that on here since it was here. I just put the company. This one here is just Cocoa Daisy. Then I have this one from Planny Thing. This one here was for a chenille stamp from American Crafts called Sparkle City. And the only thing with these clear ones is that it can be hard to see. So I may end up in the long run doing the white backed with the black. And I think I can get these to peel off. Yeah, I can get these to peel off really easily. And then like this one, I did DT for Dollar Tree, Crafters Square, and this didn't really have a name. And then all of the planner ones are going in this sleeve. And then on the outside top left, it just says planner. So that way when they're sitting up in the basket, I can see that this is my planner stamps. And then I just repeated that. Now the ones that are in these bags, I did not label the bag itself except for these ones here that say coffee and that were in this side. So these were like books, but this is all I have of that. So then I need to decide. I may have these larger ones and then the smaller ones up front because I really like this size. So I may end up taking, if I can, because not all of them will fit, and try to go mainly for this side. I will decide when I place my order. Now, as far as having a bin or a basket to fit these, I don't have something that will fit these. For the time being, they are just going to sit over on my cube storage. I have a little area about this big between a little 3-drawer thing, and I'm going to just kind of set them up like this on my shelf. And it's just going to be a really temporary thing until I can find a bin. And then once I find a bin, I'm going to put them on one of my little Rascog carts, and then I can just pull the bin out once I want to get a stamp. So thanks guys for organizing my stamps with me today. This took a long time. I stopped, took a break, had dinner, watching TV, and then came back and finished this. So I'm glad it's done. I can get the stamps off my desk and maybe be a little creative this evening. Hope you all have a wonderful day. I will link these pockets down below for you, and I'll also link my Brother P Touch label maker in the description box below for you as well. If you like this video, I hope you'll give it a thumbs up. And I always love reading your comments, so don't forget to leave me a comment. And if you're new to my channel and you like this type of content, I would love for you to subscribe. Have a wonderful day, guys. Bye.